Silver's on the scene. It is Thursday, October 24th. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope your week is coming to an end. Looking forward to the weekend. We have one more day to go, right? One more day to go. Friday the 25th. Let's jump right in. There's a lot to cover. Why are we here? Missing teen, Sebastian Rogers. Gone. Say his name. Say his name. Sebastian Rogers. Gone from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, 241 days ago. 241 days ago, ladies and gentlemen. In 2 days, Saturday the 26th, 8 full months. Where is Sebastian? Before we dive into all the information we have and what we're going to discuss tonight, I need to cover a few things. So let's do that right now. Let's start with this. Okay, you'll find this disclaimer in all of my videos moving forward. It's already been in several. I speak this all the time, but I also want to put it in print so you know everything in this video is allegedly and in my opinion. Everything you see in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, nothing is a fact. It is all an opinion. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so there it is. You can read it. I read it to you. The other thing I wanted to throw up is this. So everyone who's on YouTube knows that when you have a YouTube channel, you have your description of what your channel's about. And as it says, the About section, you find that by going to the More section here. And it can give you an idea of what is this channel about. Here's what Silver's on the Scene is about. Silver's on the Scene, chasing justice and having fun while getting things done. Enjoy and thank you. Keep the awareness alive. Find them, get justice. Disclaimer, what I just read to you that you just saw is here, regardless of what video you're watching. Here it is, allegedly, IMO, in my opinion. Everything you see in these videos is alleged, and in my opinion, nothing is a fact, as it all is an opinion. Hope you enjoy the videos. Now, along with this, we put a few other things in here that, hey, if I've had a few people ask, they've reached out wanting to financially support the channel, okay? Originally, with those emails, I said, no, thank you, but no, thank you. But then I got to thinking, you know, if someone wants to help, it's your choice. You can do that if you like. And so I wanted to make a way for you to do it without having to say, hey, how shoulda, or anything. So if you would like to do anything to support the channel, here you go. There's a Venmo at Silver's on the Scene. There's a Cash App at $ Silver's on the Scene. Okay? So if you feel compelled to do so, that does help with expenses, travel expenses and costs, but it's okay if you don't. I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying, hey, if you feel you would like to, there's a quick and easy way. Also, email address, you'll see it down here as well. Okay, you can click on these, email, and take you to my private email. So if you have something you want to speak to me in confidentiality, or in confidence rather, and private, there's where you do that. I appreciate all the emails I got. It is really helping. These emails are really helping with this investigation. Thank you very much for your support. And please, if I could mention anything in here, please remember this. And I think you've already seen with the theme of our channel. Be kind and courteous to everyone. That's it. You can have a different opinion. You can think a different way. And you can express that. Just be kind and courteous to everyone when you do. With love, Silver's 1 and Silver's 2. Okay? So I just want to drop that in there. And there's the disclaimer again. And now let's get going, right? Sebastian Rogers missing. We're just a few days away. He's been gone, ladies and gentlemen, almost 8 months. So what are we going to talk about here? This is the thumbnail. You saw this when you clicked on it, and this is what it's going to be about. Am I reading this correctly? Am I reading this correctly? We'll discuss this. What is this? Mr. Chris. Who is Mr. Chris? Let's discuss that. And what does this have to do with the Texas Roadhouse 4-day weekend? And everything we discuss here, everything is back to one thing. Our theme is, where is Sebastian? We continue to search for him. We continue to look for him. When these videos come out, these are informational videos to help spark the creative thinking in people's minds, to say, I didn't think about this, I did think about this, because every piece of information we can reveal will help us get to where he is and find him. And then we can bring him home. So let's start with Mr. Chris. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but allegedly, in my opinion, allegedly in the person's opinion I heard on another channel, the stepdad of Sebastian prefers Sebastian to call him or address him by Mr. Chris. Now, we all know that Mr. is a sign of respect. And you cannot push your respect onto someone, not even a child. Your respect's earned. It's earned by your actions. And most children that I know, as a father myself, they'll respect the parent's action, especially the step-parent. Okay? In our situation, without getting too into it, Silvers too is a step-parent. And we've never asked our daughter to refer to her as Miss whatever. Miss Silvers too. Miss Angela, right? No. We have a nickname for her. It stuck many, many years ago. It's still comical today as our daughter is an adult. That's just what you do. Respect is earned. We talk about the character allegedly of this person and who they are and how they forcefully treated this boy, Sebastian Rogers, and the rumors we hear, all alleged, right? All in people's opinion that are reporting this. But when I was made aware of, you will address me as Mr. Chris, in my opinion, that is a bullying tactic. That is you're going to respect me. And I'm telling you, when you try to make someone respect you, it pushes them further away. Okay? Now, we don't know. Sebastian may have been okay with calling him Mr. Chris, and that's fine. It's just, how about something like Happy Foot, Bigfoot. His last name is Proudfoot. Why not make something funny? You saw in my description, having fun. My experience with stepchildren or children in general of your own or any children, if you try to push respect on them, they rebel back. Versus saying, hey man, why don't you call me Happy Feet? Why don't you call me I'm Bigfoot, right? I'm Big. Just think how fun that would be. And it's not for me to tell them how they should live their life. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to say, you obviously love the mom. You got to love the kid too. Make something fun for the kid. Discipline is discipline, and it has to come in from time to time. But if you'll be fun with the kid and be open with the kid and call me Bigfoot, right? That's just a funny thing versus Mr. So I just bring that up. So Mr. Chris, and it's pointing at the Roadhouse. That's where we're working. So next part, 4-day weekend. 4-day weekend. Why do we question mark this? So I don't know if you remember, on a couple of videos ago, I had spoken to another person who had worked with the stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, before in the past, okay? And a lot of the information that was given was the same as I was given with the other person I spoke to, right? I mean, just from a standpoint of who this person is. I think the biggest thing that stands out is, in their opinion, as well as mine, what you see through these interviews when they come on to the world, when they open up themselves and they speak out of their own mouth, that person you're seeing is the person that supposedly, because I've never met him, but from their opinions, that's the person that's that way all the time. I think most recently a co-worker of his stepdad, of Chris's stepdad, has spoken out and said the same thing. So that's a third person, right? Okay. One person says something, two, three or more, plus what we hear with our own ears. Think about it like this. Do you really think this person created this angry personality over this? That's already been there. Okay? And why so angry? Why so aggressive? All we're trying to do is this. To Chris and Katie right now, where is Sebastian? That's all we're trying to do. Find your son. So, 4-day weekend. I mentioned it in that video several back when I spoke to that second person. They offered up to me that they believe, in their opinion, Mr. Chris had a 4-day weekend. On the weekend, Sebastian went missing. What is a 4-day weekend? That is not working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Sunday being the day he disappears, from that Sunday to the Monday, and then 3 days prior. So, the question I asked, did he have a 4-day weekend? And if he did have a 4-day weekend, as the person who's spoken to me said, man, if I have a 4-day weekend, I'm going to see my wife. I'm going to see my family, right? So there's been a lot of rumors, if you will, a lot of speculation, people's opinions. Was Mr. Chris in the town that weekend? According to him, his own words, I'm not speaking for him, his own words, I was in Memphis. I don't need to be taking any polygraphs or being questioned. I was at work in Memphis. Well, if he had a 4-day weekend, and some of the opinions are and beliefs are he was in that town that weekend, poker games and other things, was he really there? I have to go back and look at this. I don't want to overspeak, but I believe at one point he had said, I wasn't home. I haven't been home since the beginning of February. Well, that could be true, but you could still be in the town. You could still be in the town. I could say to you, I haven't been home in 2 months, but I've been in the city of Atlanta where I live. I just haven't been at home. It's all about how you speak. So we have to watch these things. So did he have a 4-day weekend? 25th on that Sunday. So you're talking about 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Was he off? Not working at all. Therefore, not being in Memphis. Questions. And then this part. And ladies and gentlemen, am I reading this correctly? I really need your help here. Am I reading it correctly? Let me throw it up here, because sometimes it's hard to shock Silver's on the scene. But this, my friends, is a shocker. Now, we're all aware of the injunction placed upon a couple of creators, one from YouTube, one from TikTok. We all are aware of that. What you're seeing here has been out there. It's nothing new, other than the email I got that was talking about Chris being at dinner. Mr. Chris being at dinner. And after 4 or 5 exchanges, how do you know this? Thank you to that person who emailed me. They sent me this. And here it is. In these affidavits that you saw, all those plaintiffs that are going against those creators, they each have their section where they give their view or their thoughts on what it is they're filing. In this particular one, this is from the Hong guy that works with Nick at night and all that. So, that's from his statement, and this is what he's saying. Now listen to this, and you can read it here for yourself. On another, and I don't know why they've got Kate in here. Is her name Kate? I don't know. I've always known it as KT, but I'll just read it as it's reading here. This is a legal document. On another call I was present for, Chris Proudfoot declared, "You'll never find Sebastian." Now, we could spend a whole other time. There's a lot of people email me about that because I'm boots on the ground. I'm searching for this boy. My goal to bring him home. And people constantly bring this up to me, that he was saying it in YouTube videos before, but this is a call that I believe, in my opinion, was Dog the Bounty Hunter and the whole At Night group, and Hong was present. Let me just read the whole thing we'll discuss. On another call I was present for, Chris Proudfoot declared, "You'll never find Sebastian," and warned us to keep away from him, his family, and anyone connected to him. It was unnerving to hear such a statement, especially since Sebastian had gone missing after being last seen with Chris and Kate at dinner the night before. Instead of focusing on finding his stepson, Chris seemed more intent on shutting down any efforts to get closer to the truth. Now, we can create another video off that. We can talk about that all day long, the fact that you'll never find Sebastian, the fact that it's trying to shut down. And I may have something coming to you that was revealed to me a little bit today that I need to get more information before I talk about it. But the reason I was focused on this is this right here. You see, am I reading this correctly? There's your picture, Roadhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, if he was at dinner with Katie and Sebastian, we all know from what we've been told that the Texas Roadhouse was the last dinner Sebastian had before he went missing. Are you telling me that Mr. Chris sat with Katie and Sebastian in a public restaurant, the Texas Roadhouse, in the city of Hendersonville, Tennessee, on Sunday the 25th, hours before he mysteriously disappeared, when he was not even supposed to be in town? Here's why I'm so shocked at this. This is all, I don't even know if I should say alleged. I guess it's alleged in the statement that Hong's given, so I will protect Hong in that by saying it's an illegal document, but yet it's alleged what he's saying. What I'm saying is this. Ladies and gentlemen, if we have to go all the way back to the day he disappeared, and for 8 months, coming up in 2 days, 8 months, we have believed not only that Mr. Chris wasn't in town, that there was no way he was at dinner with them. It's a public place. Hundreds of people in that place. I've been by that place a couple of times. I don't think I've ever been by on a Sunday night, but I tell you, on a Saturday night or Friday night, it's crowded. And I assume it is they're always crowded. Texas Roadhouse. I don't really care for them that much, nothing against them, but a lot of people love it, right? What I'm saying to you is this. We are spreading awareness for Sebastian throughout the country, right? As best we can. Social media posts, searching, talking about him, say his name, right? All these things that we're doing. Let's throw that up there now. Let's just take a moment and do that. Here it is. Posting this flyer. I just sent a few the other day to some people. Okay, say his name. Sebastian Rogers, keeping him out there. So if you live in Nevada, Las Vegas, maybe you don't know. We're trying to get you to know. But ladies and gentlemen, the people that were at this Roadhouse on the 25th, they live in the town. They are more aware of it than any of us. They live there. That is the one city in the country that should know the most about this kid. Are you telling me that he sat there and had dinner and no one has come forward to say, hey, why is everybody saying Mr. Chris wasn't in town? I saw him at dinner with them. I saw him at dinner with them. Trying to enunciate the dinner with them. So I'm going to leave you with this. I wanted to highlight this. I wanted to bring it forth. I'm asking that question. Am I reading it correctly? I believe I am. The dinner, the night he went missing. So it's not the dinner before, which would still raise a question. Thought he wasn't in town the whole weekend. But was he at dinner? What did he do after? Did he leave and he went to Memphis then? I don't know. Why was he not on security walking them out to their car? He parked in another spot. I don't know. We've never seen that security footage. Is this the reason we haven't? In my opinion, maybe we haven't because there's more to it than we think. But I can't not wrap my head around the fact that this guy could have been sitting at that dinner table, be it for 5 minutes for dessert or for the entire meal. But doesn't say that. It was unnerving to hear such a statement, especially since Sebastian had gone missing after being last seen with Chris and Kate at dinner the night before. And they say the night before because he's reported missing the next morning. The night before is that Sunday night at Texas Roadhouse. So I can't wait to see your comments, your thoughts, your emails, because this, I'll sum it up with this. If he was at dinner, then we have to rethink everything we've been told. And I guess this is the biggest thing I lay on. What's the big deal? So you were at dinner. If you've had nothing to do with your stepson going missing, if the mom, Katie, has nothing to do with the stepson going missing, then where does it matter? What does it matter where you were? Because you have no involvement. Okay? That is the most common sense piece of logic you can say about this entire disappearance of this boy. Let's say his name. Let's get it out there. Let's take a moment. Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. 2 days, 8 months ago. And I can't understand, in my opinion, why people aren't telling where they were or where they weren't or what they were doing if they had no involvement in the disappearance. If this beautiful boy walked out of his home, as we've been told since day one, actually day 8 when they came out, but since we've been told, then why hide anything? And that's something we have to all ask ourselves. So, what do you know about this? Is Hong's statements correct? Was he at that dinner? Was he in town? Now, with all that said, let's not forget this. It's all about finding Sebastian. The theme of all these videos, whether I'm boots on the ground searching, which I will be in 2 days, new location, or whether we're doing videos such as this to bring more awareness and to ask questions. That's what we're doing, asking questions. It's all about where he is. But if we're being kept or things are being hidden from us, then you have to ask why. Okay? If you have nothing to hide, there's no reason to hide anything. Okay? So, say his name, Sebastian Rogers. Look here, $125,000 reward. If you're watching this for the first time, you didn't know, this has only been going on now for about 6 weeks. $50,000 from FBI, then a $50,000 from Dog and his company, and now another $25,000 from them as well. $125,000. You see something, you say something. If you know something, you tell it. Silver's on the scene. We'll throw it back up here. We'll do this. There it is. Silver's on the scene at yahoo.com. You send it to me, and I'll run with it. That means I may contact TBI, I may contact FBI, I may contact Dog, or I may run with it on my own. It depends what the information is. Let's work together. Let's be kind and courteous with love. We are searching for this boy, Sebastian Rogers, with love pure in our heart. Let's bring him home. So whether he's no longer with us, in my opinion, he can rest easy and at peace. Seth Rogers can rest easy at peace, having his boy in closure, or whether he is still alive and he can hug him again because it's been 8 months. It's time to bring Sebastian home. That's it. Tell me what you think. Keep up with the comments and the compliments. We love it. You are kind and courteous. Seems like the channel has gone more from the distracting ones. Oh, by the way, we got to throw that up there, right? It's gone more from there will be no distraction in finding Sebastian. So with those comments, they've kind of drifted off, and I think they've drifted off those distracting comments because they realize you cannot distract Silver's on the scene. We have a mission, and that's to find this boy and bring him home. Let nothing get in our way, and son, we're not going away. All right? So, thank you for all your compliments. Thank you for helping, sending out your thoughts. I've got a lot of emails to reply. If I don't get back to you, let me just tell you this too. If you email me, give me at least a week. I would love to say a day or two, but as you know, I got full-time commitments and things going on. I'm busy. But I will reply to you eventually. And there's been some great, sometimes I get to see them, but I don't get a chance to reply because I need my replies to be sincere, and we work together to find Sebastian. So all of you are part of the team, helping look for him. Watch the videos when I'm searching. Another search coming up in 2 days. Maybe another video before then, but we will see. So thank you for everything. And as always, remember, stay tuned. More to come. Have a great evening. Say his name, Sebastian Rogers. Thank you.
On the scene, silver's on the scene today. Silver's on the scene, silver's on the scene.